As a member of Hustlers University, I can say that Andrew Tate is the ultimate alpha male, and if you think otherwise, you're just a beta male hater with low levels of testosterone. That's what I would have said if I was a f***ing idiot. Andrew Tate. Some people love him, and some people are rational adults. Whether you love the guy or vehemently despise him, there was a point in time where he was all over social media feeds on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and he was pretty much inescapable. Before all of this happened, there was a podcast episode he did that went so viral and got so popular that it basically parlayed him into his monumental status as an internet celebrity. The podcast he was a guest on was none other than Your Mom's House podcast with Tom Segura and Christina P. for episode number 636, which was uploaded back on December 29th, 2021. In this video, I'll be discussing the podcast episode that put Andrew Tate on the map and really accelerated his internet fame, so if that sounds interesting to you, then let's hop right into it. Full disclosure, I'm not a big fan of Andrew Tate because of all the heinous shit he's done, and before you say he didn't do anything and that he's innocent, there's hour-long videos of him admitting to pimping and misdirecting women. I don't think that's cool, even though occasionally he says something I find myself slightly agreeing with. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. Aside from all of that, I do find it incredibly interesting how he became so popular so quickly because it really says something about the digital zeitgeist and how social media algorithms reward sensationalist and divisive content. This timeline for Andrew Tate started back 5 years ago, around the time that he started posting videos on the internet. And this was when the Your Mom's House podcast started reacting to some of his viral clips. At this time, Andrew Tate had less than 100k followers on Instagram. Now obviously that's still a nice sized following. I'd love to have that, which is why you should subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. But the point is, he wasn't an internet superstar until after the podcast on Your Mom's House. This first happened when they had Natasha Leggings and Moshe Kasher on the podcast back in March 2020. Even though I don't think Tate's a good guy, he is incredibly entertaining to watch in these videos. Anyway, in the clip, Tom and Christina are talking to the guests about affairs, and then they start playing this clip from Tate.
Today's topic is girls who are baffled by cheating.
By what?
Every day
Cheating.
I cheating. Facebook, I'm looking for a particular post. I'm looking for those fucking bimbos whose man cheated on them. And instead of sitting there like a good woman, looking in the mirror and saying, my tits are a little saggy and I don't listen enough, of course that's why he cheated. What are you confused about, bitch? When's the last time you cooked him dinner? Do you suck dick on demand? Yes or no?
Wow.
Do you obey?
This guy's so cool.
Really? This dude's out there every day fucking working, and he comes home to hear bullshit from you. And then you are the only female on earth he's allowed to have sex with, and you're confused he cheated? I don't understand why. I understand why. Because you're a fucking piece of shit. Look after your man better, maybe he won't fucking cheat.
Now clearly Andrew Tate knows exactly what he's doing right here, and it makes them laugh a lot throughout the clip because he's obviously being performative. This was the video that got Tate on their radar and brought more attention to who he was. Even the comments on this clip say things like how this led to one of the greatest podcast episodes ever, and also how funny Andrew Tate would end up being on the show. This clip would also get well over 1 million views, proving just how great for the algorithm this style of content was. Furthermore, they would release another podcast episode where they talked about Andrew Tate once again in June 2020, but this one was different because it was them reacting to Tate's reaction to them reacting to Tate. I know, it's basically the inception of reaction videos and a golden ratio of retardation. Anyway, the clip they reacted to for the most part was Andrew roasting them, and they were really good sports about it. Then at the end, Christina tells Tate that they want to get to know him better, and then a little over a year later, we would be blessed with a banger of a podcast episode featuring Andrew Tate. This podcast was uploaded on December 29th, 2021, and as it stands has nearly 7 million views. After the 48-minute preamble, they get Andrew Tate on the show, and throughout the show there's just so many fucking funny moments shared between Tate, Tom, and Christina. Right off rip, Christina asks how to keep her husband happy, and it makes for a really funny start to the podcast.
So sorry. So I am a dumb bitch. How can I not be so stupid and keep my husband? I want to keep him happy, and I think all the women listening to, they want to know the secrets.
So if you want to keep your man happy, you need to think, how do I make my man look better to the world? How do I make him look better in front of other men? You know what? If I were to just make him 2 coffees and shut the fuck up, he's going to look like the big G.
Well, let me just stop you real quick and say something. You got a lot of work to do.
Me?
I'm just saying, he made a lot of sense. And just,
what are you fucking...
I'm just saying, keep taking notes. Don't even talk to me. Keep taking notes.
So
Tom Segura leaning into this and blaming Christina is great, and every time the staff in the background laughs, it just makes everything even funnier than it already is. Fucking amazing. Then there's several more moments of this podcast that were just excellent. I'll show you a few of my favorite ones.
You know what? So many women say to me, you're so, Andrew, you know what? You're so rich, but you're smart and you're actually very intelligent. And I know you'd get really bored of a robot. And I'm sitting there thinking, bitch, I wish to God you were a robot. If I meet a woman and point.
Yeah, you.
She's Mrs. Cobra Tate.
Have you met a woman yet that you go,
What do you mean?
Mrs.
That's
Cobra
all I fucking do. What are you talking about? I'm just pump.
Wow.
You got a sister, bitch?
Bump.
Wow.
Like, what the, you think I'm playing games?
So hold on, though. Have you had a serious relationship?
I have many concurrent serious relationships
wow.
as we speak.
Are you poly?
No, because that means they can talk to other dudes. That's fucking haram. That's atrocious. That's disgusting. But anyway, sorry for ranting on and on about the global enslavement of man, but you know what? No, I'm not fucking sorry for anything.
Yeah, of course.
If you're a man with any level of testosterone level.
I use the term minor attracted person or MAP in the title and throughout the book for multiple reasons.
This is haram. Haram. We need the will of God. We need Allah.
Needless to say, this podcast would also get clipped a bunch of times on Your Mom's House Clips, and every single clip would garner over 1 million views. Then other people started clipping it on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and so forth, which really propelled Tate's status upwards into the stratosphere. This podcast appearance was so popular and so viral that it launched Tate's career and skyrocketed his following virtually overnight, and subsequently led to more people joining his program, Hustlers University. Tate also started regularly appearing on popular podcasts like the Fresh and Fit podcast, the Full Send podcast, and many more where that came from. All of these appearances would garner millions and millions of views. Side note, one of the ways to make money in Hustlers University was through affiliate marketing, and a lot of his students would repost clips of him from these podcasts where he was either being highly polarizing or incredibly funny in an effort to generate ad revenue on the respective channel, and maybe even make people want to join Hustlers University using their links so they could profit off of it. Long story short, this plan succeeded at filling social media algorithms with Andrew Tate clips to the point where if you were on the internet scrolling, you would probably end up seeing an Andrew Tate clip every 4 to 5 swipes. I might be misremembering, but I recall him being fucking everywhere. And from here on out, Tate was virtually unavoidable when using social media. He had a massive run online until social media platforms made a distinct effort to hurt his reach and manufactured a deplatforming campaign against him. While this did work temporarily, Andrew Tate was still all over the algorithm. If you're aware of the Streisand effect, then you know that one of the worst things you could do when trying to suppress someone or some type of information is to intentionally remove it or silence the dialogue surrounding it because it only draws more attention to the topic. However, this was the move that they made. Then when the Tate brothers got arrested, their popularity started to decrease given the lengthy nature of the case. Now, Tate is still super popular, but his 2022 run was just something extraordinary, and I don't know if we will ever see someone blow up to this degree and dominate the algorithm the way that fucking guy did. Maybe the rise of Tate was inevitable given our social media landscape and the type of content that is consistently rewarded by the algorithm, but the appearance on Your Mom's House podcast really put the pedal to the metal in making this dude an internet superstar. Just to reiterate, I'm not a fan of Andrew Tate given his despicable behavior, while also turning masculinity into a brand and product to be sold online, but I can at least acknowledge his reign on the internet and how he achieved it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the coverage of this event. I'm trying to branch out a little bit on the channel and be a little bit more all-encompassing, so I figured I would cover Tate's legendary podcast episode on Your Mom's House. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and share with someone you think would enjoy it. And if you hated the video, make sure to send it to somebody that you don't like, and call me gay in the comments down below. Other than that, thank you for watching to the end. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.